right, guys, welcome to Elimination, Systems of Equations Solving by Elimination. So what we're going to do here is see how systems that we want to solve for elimination, they're kind of set up a little differently. You'll find that they're both in standard form. And it's really, we don't have one that's like in y equals or x equals form. We don't have that. So what we want to do is we want to actually eliminate variables that we can get to cancel. Now take a look at our x's and their y's. They're both in standard form and they're both lined up super neatly. Look at our 10y's. We have a negative 10y and another negative 10y. Remember, whatever sign is right in front of the term goes with that sign. Okay? Now, what we want to do is we want to get them to cancel. Right now, if we added everything down, we would just get like negative 20 and it wouldn't work. It would kind of defeat the purpose. So we want to take our second equation and we're going to multiply the whole thing by a negative 1. We can do that as long as we do it to the entire equation. So we're going to keep the top one the same. And watch what happens when we multiply the entire bottom equation by negative 1. So negative 1 times 8x is negative 8x. Negative 1 times negative 10y is a positive 10y. And negative 1 times negative 20 gives me 20. So now let's do that. Let's add down. 4x plus negative 8x is a negative 4x. Sorry guys, my son's watching Harry Potter. It's a good movie. And then negative 10y plus 10y, that's going to cancel because that would give us 0y, and it just cancels out. And then we get equal to 40 because we're adding everything down. Now we just have a one-step equation, and we can go ahead and solve it real easily for x. So we divide both sides by negative 4, and we're left with x is equal to negative 10. Done. Then what we want to do is we want to take that negative 10 and plug it into one of our equations to try and figure out that y. We're going to do that substitution thing. So, and we'll just take the first one. Instead of x, I'm going to write parentheses and negative 10. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and we'll simplify. 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. Okay, then we have a two-step equation. We're going to add 40. Okay, and we're left with negative 10y equals 60. Then we have that negative 10y equals 60. We're going to divide both sides by negative 10. So we get y is equal to negative 6. So my solution for this system is negative 10, negative 6. And I did that by elimination, by eliminating variables that we could get to cancel. And it might not always be negative 1. We might have some that we want to multiply by negative 2. I'll show you an example. There's one. Let's do this one. So now we're on this one, number 2 here. So we want to look at our x's. They're super easy to potentially cancel, okay? But right now they have matching signs, and I don't want that. I want one to be positive, one to be negative, and then the same number. So I'm going to multiply the entire bottom equation. It could be the top. Let's multiply the top this time. We'll multiply the entire top equation by negative 1. That's going to get the signs to change, okay? So we go negative 1 times negative 2x is 2x. Negative 1 times 5y is negative 5y. And negative 1 times negative 20 is 20. And then we're going to go ahead and write the bottom kind of the way it is. Now we add everything down. So 2x plus negative 2y, that cancels. Negative 5y plus 2y, that's going to give us a negative 3y. And 20 plus 4 is 24. Then we're going to divide, and we get y is equal to negative 8. Then we're going to plug in that negative 8 into the top equation there. And it's always what you get. Actually, let's do the bottom equation. Why not? So instead of y, I'm going to put in a negative 8 because I'm substituting that value in there. Okay, now we're solving our two-step equation. So I get negative 2x equals 20. Then we divide by negative 2. So we end up with x is equal to negative 10. So my solution for this system is negative 10, negative 8. Keep in mind that it could potentially be a number that you have to get to cancel and not just the signs. Okay, so for example, if this one on the bottom, maybe it said negative 4x. So what if it said this? What if it said negative 2x plus 5y equals negative 20? Negative 4x plus 2y equals 4. I could technically get either one to cancel. I could multiply by something to get the y's to match or the x's. I'm just going to pick the x's for now because I would only have to multiply by 1. So this one's negative 4. So if I usually you go with the bigger one. So if I left it at negative 4, and if I tried to get the top to cancel, then I would need this to turn into a positive 4. And the only way to get the top to turn into a positive 4 is if I multiply the whole thing by negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2x would give me 4x. Negative 2 times 5y would give me negative 10y. And negative 2 times negative 20 would be 40. So see what happens? I multiplied the entire top equation by something and I got these variables to match. The whole idea is to get variables to cancel out when you add them down. Okay? So keep in mind, it's a good idea, you know. It's extra credit, so give it a try. And I'm here to help, so don't forget. Thanks for listening. Bye.